What's up? All right, we are, what time is it? 8:42 in the morning. We are going to the gym. Look at me, I ain't shaved. I got in the shower and I'm thinking, you know what? I was gonna shave my face this morning. Then I was like, okay, I forgot, and it doesn't matter because all I'm doing today is going to the gym and going to pick up more steel so I can finish working on that trailer. I got a few messages about that. One of them is about welding the when I get to the expanded steel part on that cage, weld that, which I will. I'll definitely make a video and hook you up on that. Most of expanded steel, welding that into place is tack welds. I mean, you got the little pieces that go different ways, and you just, as many places as you can, you just tack them, you know, but you got to get good solid tacks in there so they hold. But it pretty much just sits in angle, sits in the channel of the angle, you know what I mean? So it really isn't going to go anywhere anyway. The tacks are just an extra added little insurance, so that's why I don't get too carried away with expanded steel. I just kind of tack it into place. But anyway, I'll make one on that. I wanted to mention a few things this morning. This shit cracks me up. So I'm sure even people that don't watch football. I think my camera's off. I'm trying to get you guys a better view here. Not that you need a really good view of my face, because I got a face for radio. That's what I say all the time. I'm not somebody that is conceited enough to try to run on and on about, oh, I look like this, whatever. Anyway, listen. So, all right, whether you watch football or whether you don't watch football, you know, that's your thing. But I'm sure if you watch the news or turn on the radio, you've heard they got all this stuff going on about New England and Tom Brady with the last game they played under inflating footballs so that they can grab onto them easier, catch me, whatever is his reasoning. But then he's all over the TV saying, oh, you know, I didn't know nothing about it. I have mine inflated to exactly, I think, 11.5 or 12.5 pounds, whatever it is by regulation, the lowest you can go. He goes, that's what I set mine at, that nobody touches my balls all the way up until game time, which is, if you just listen to these guys talk about this, it's freaking hilarious. But him, everyone they've interviewed said, I knew nothing about it, I know nothing about it, I'm a head coach, I don't know nothing about it. And that cracks me up, because you know what, the head coach knowing absolutely nothing about the pressure that is in the footballs before the game starts, okay? The quarterback, if the quarterback wants different air pressure in those footballs, it's going to go through him, okay, in football. It's going to, and the coach is definitely going to know about it. The coach saying he knew nothing about the air pressure in those footballs is like saying a NASCAR crew chief knowing nothing about the air pressure in the stock car's tires, okay? That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. Like, are you serious, dude? You really think people are going to buy this garbage? That you knew nothing about the air pressure in those footballs? Yeah, okay. It's just, it's hilarious, and it just cracks me up that Tom Brady, he says he's so specific on the amount of air pressure in his footballs. He knows exactly what he wants in them. He has them all set to an exact amount, and he doesn't allow anybody to touch these footballs, period, until game time, and he's the only one that touches them. He doesn't let anyone touch them. He's that specific. Yet somehow, during the game, when the refs would throw in an extra football or throw in another football, and these were aired to different air pressure that was much higher than what they found his to be aired at, he claims he never noticed a difference. Really, dude? You're that anal and that specific about where you have your football set. However, refs threw in a football to you that were aired much higher and you didn't notice? That makes no sense to me either. Cracks me up. But whatever, to each their own, I guess. I just think it's funny they try to get away with all this crap. Now they'll make another Tom Brady song over this one, I'm sure. I don't know if any of y'all remember, years back they made that, they redid that Eminem song about Tom Brady. It goes, I'm Tom Brady, yes I'm the real Brady, all you other Tom Bradys are just imitating. That shit was hilarious back in the day, but they'll probably make another Tom Brady song now. But I'm sure, you know, if there isn't anything major done about this and they still go on to the Super Bowl, and if they end up winning the Super Bowl, everyone's going to say, oh, they'd have never won the Super Bowl if they didn't cheat to get there and this and that. Whatever, bullshit. Because I'm a Green Bay fan. I always have been a Green Bay fan. As far as I'm concerned, Aaron Rodgers is a god, and he was crafted by God himself to serve Green Bay. If you don't like it, I don't care. But I don't know. Everybody's got their own football team. Everyone does their own thing. But you know, I'm right near Buffalo, New York. And when the Bills play, I'm a Bills fan. You know, I root for the Bills, their hometown team, but you know, I don't put too much emphasis on them. I root for them as long as they're not playing Green Bay. But at the end of the day, Green Bay is my team. And anyone that doesn't like Green Bay, I challenge you to stand in front of Clay Matthews. No, anyway, whatever. It's cool. Everyone got their own thing, but yeah, so, you know, if these guys go on to win the Super Bowl, you know, they didn't win the Super Bowl because the game before it, they cheated, okay? You still got to go there and do your thing, play your game, but anyway, that's my little rant about Tom Brady this morning in the NFL. I think that shit is hilarious, but on a different note, hey, if any of you guys, well, if any, I know some of you guys that watch my channel don't watch it just for the lawn care. I know you guys are into the fitness and the working out. There's a guy's channel that I found probably a few weeks, almost a month ago. I watch a lot of his videos. This dude cracks me up. He's awesome. I love his intros. I love his whole take on a lot of different things. His videos are crazy funny, but he's an all-natural bodybuilder, and he just has some really cool videos. He's funny, and not that he needs any more subscribers by any means, but y'all need to check him out if you're into fitness, and some of you probably already do. It's tigerfitness.com, and his name is Mark Lobliner, and the dude is just, he's super cool. I like this dude a lot. He just cracks me up, and a lot of his videos, he keeps me rolling. A lot of he's got so much good info. So if you guys are into the old fitness videos and you haven't already, definitely check out Mark Lobliner. He's funny as hell, and he's got a lot of good points. And you know, I think one of the things I like about him the most is he's just like me, in the aspect that he doesn't give a shit what anybody thinks. He calls a cow, a moose, and if you don't like it, tough shit, go somewhere else, okay? He calls it like it is what it is, and you know, he says what a lot of people are already thinking and, you know, ain't got the nerve to say, which is how I am. If you don't like hearing something, you probably shouldn't have done it in the first place, is my whole opinion on things. I'm not one to judge people. I don't. I have an opinion. I share my opinion, and it is what it is. But I don't like. You'll never hear me judge someone to insult somebody or judge somebody to hurt somebody. I don't believe in that crap. I believe to each their own. Everyone does their own thing. So I'll share my opinions on certain things, but at the end, you'll hear me say a lot. You know, to each their own. That's one of my favorite things to say. You know, everybody do what they want to do. I may have an opinion about something. I just talk about it, whatever, and everyone's entitled to their own opinion. But I never try to directly insult anybody or hurt anybody. Lord knows I do my fair share of stuff that people will be like, what? I love that. It's like the Minion from Despicable Me. I love that dude. It's like, what? But yeah, so guys, check out his channel. It's tigerfitness.com, Mark Lobliner. I love how in the end of every one of his videos he goes, "This ain't a game." He yells that right in the camera. It's so funny. And in the beginning of every one of his videos, a tiger turns around, he flexes, he's like, boom! Funny stuff, man, funny stuff. The dude's great. Anyway, I'm at the gym, guys. All right, I'm gonna go in here. I'm gonna knock it out today. I got my pre-workout Blue Raz. I'm back to the C4. I'm not taking that NO Explode stuff. That stuff gives me the shits, and if it doesn't give me the shits, it makes me sit there, and every piece of weight I lift, I feel like I'm gonna fart. And to be honest with you, you get to the point where you don't even trust a fart because you think that it's going to be a nasty mess anyway. That's gross. I'm not going to talk about it anymore. So I'm back to the C4, and I throw 2 scoops in there in that water, and it definitely makes my entire face super tingly, but it wears off pretty quick, and it does seem to give me a little energy. I've given it a little bit. I've tried it out. I worked with it, and we seem to be doing pretty good on it. So you know, that's where we're going with that. Yeah, so we'll figure it out afterwards if I'm gonna switch to something else after this cycle if it's over. But yeah, I'm at the gym. Then I'm gonna go pick up more steel. We're gonna get on with it. It's supposed to be 35 days. It's like a damn heat wave. All right, but yeah. So I'll record more in a bit. All right, guys. What's up? What's up? What's up? All right. Well, by the time I get to the gym, about 10 to 9, quarter to 9. It is 11 o'clock, and I'm leaving. I'm done. That's enough for me. I made a little video in there on my phone doing some reverse curls. I don't know how well it worked out. I watched it back. I'm stumbling on my words. I'm talking like I'm drunk here. I don't know what my problem is. I watched it back, and actually it looks pretty good. It's pretty cool. But the thing about it is, it seems like whenever I make a video on my phone and I try to send it to my computer so that I can, you know, combine it into a usable video, what ends up happening is it won't send. I tried doing it through an email. I send it from my phone to my own email, and I used to be able to do that all the time, and I always went right through, and then I would just open my email on the computer, save it to my desktop, and bam, I'd have the video, and then I could combine it with the rest of them on Movie Maker. But the last few videos I sent there wouldn't work. I don't know what the hell the deal is or why it wouldn't work. Something's going on. But I do have the data transfer cable that plugs from my phone to my computer, and whenever I do that, it doesn't seem like I can go on. Like it makes a dinging noise like it's registering, but for some reason it doesn't let me go through any menus or go through the phone or anything to find videos and to save them. I don't know. I'll have to play around with it more and figure it out, but I'm definitely gonna mess with it today so that I can get that video that I just made added onto this, and we go from there. One thing I want to touch on about as far as fitness goes, I mean, I don't know, I'm no fitness genius by any means. I mean, I've been doing this stuff a long time, even though I took a long break. I did it for a long time before that, and I've learned a lot from a lot of different people. My brother's always been huge into fitness, and I learned a lot from him. I learned a lot from a lot of other guys that have been in the industry a long time. I see these guys at the gym, and they'll be doing curls or whatever. They're doing whatever. They'll be doing curls, and they're like this, like bam, 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 and they're just, and, you know, if they're using a bar and a cable machine pulling up for shoulder pull-ups, they're like, That's no exaggeration. They're really going that fast, and some of them are actually going faster than that. I just can't show you full range of motion in this camera. And I'm like, what the hell are they doing? Like, they're tiring themselves out, and I think they're under the impression that if they feel tired out, then they got a good burn. Well, being tired out and getting a good burn are two totally different things. I don't know what the heck these guys are thinking. And I've always been taught that you go slower and make sure your form is dead on. That's where you're going to get your muscle build. You go slower, make sure your form is accurate, and at the same time you want to have mind to muscle connection. If anybody doesn't know what that is, if you're doing curls, you should be, the whole time you're doing a curl, that whole range, that you can't see, that whole range of motion, you should be thinking about that bicep. Just thinking about that bicep and squeezing that, like flexing that bicep and squeezing that bicep as you're going. And that's mind to muscle connection. You're concentrated solely on that muscle, and you'll get a better, a better workout to that muscle. I don't know, I can't think of the right word, but you'll get much more out of your workouts. But when you're going 100 miles an hour, your body's swinging, the weights are flapping, you're using your entire body to move that weight. So how the hell are you actually working the muscle you're trying to work? I don't understand. Maybe there's a method to this. Maybe there isn't. I don't know. There's this one guy in my gym in particular, and he is a big boy, and I don't mean muscular. But you can tell he's definitely got some muscle in his arms. So I mean, he's definitely, maybe what he's doing is building some muscle. Maybe what he's doing is building some muscle. I have no idea. Or maybe he just used to do it the right way and somehow got into doing it the way he's doing it now, and the old way is where he was building the muscle, and that's how he got what he is now. I don't know. But I'm sure you guys got some opinions on this, so leave them down at the bottom. We'll maybe we can all learn something from this. I'm not saying I'm right, but hell, maybe somebody knows something I don't know. Like I say in all my videos, I'm always looking to learn more. So if you guys know anything about any of this that I'm missing, go ahead and post it down below, and we'll see what we got here. We'll see if somebody can learn something new. All right, guys. I'm going to pick up a little bit more steel so I can work more on this trailer today. But all right, I'm out for now. Alright guys, well, I got the rest of this framed up. I got my braces, sides there and there. As you'll see, I left a gap here. Put another brace up and down this way, same there. Another one top here, another one right down there. I wanted to leave this gap. The reason being is this whole cage will be, it'll all be closed, and they'll have a door in the front. And what I'll do is that part there will be for rakes, shovels, things like that, and slide right down in through the top here and stick up, and they'll hang out up the top, and that'll keep them from going anywhere. I put it on that side because my weed whacker line trimmer racks will be on this side. And the weed whackers you use more than anything that'll be over in there, rakes, shovels, whatever. So the more common thing will be weed whackers. I always like to keep them on this side, because when you pull up on the side of a road to mow a property, this is the side that'll be toward the house. The other side is toward the road. So I want my guys coming to this side to get the weed whackers off. That's less chances they'll get hit. You know, less often they'll be on that side, which is out in the road. The mount to hold the spools of trimmer line is going to be, it's either going to be right in here or it's going to be right there. I haven't decided yet, depending on my clearance. I definitely gave myself enough room. I think it's 18 inches or something in there, so the front end of a walk behind or even the stander can come right up under there. But yeah, so I started cutting this. None of this is tacked in yet. It's just sitting in there. there's that part. Oh, sure, it was staying. Now it ain't gonna stay. But anyway, so that's in there now, and I'm gonna tack weld it all in a few minutes. Somebody asked me to make a video on it, and I'm sorry I didn't do it start to finish. That this stuff, this expanded steel, that shit's a pain to work with. You know, you got if I had a plasma cutter to where I could cut right down through them, zip, 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 all the way down, it'd be a hell of a lot easier. But I'm using the grinder over there with cutoff wheels in it, and every once in a while it grabs in between cutting those things. It'll grab, and what it does is shreds that wheel right off there, just destroys it, and it's shot. So then you gotta put another one on, and I'm going through wheels pretty quick, but I got them 2 pieces cut. I'll do the sides next. Out of this is all still one sheet. I got that strip there left out of that first sheet, and then I have that whole piece there, and that's out of one sheet. So so I got that left. I did put these cross in here. I did 1, 2, I don't know if you can really see them, see the crossbar in there, and 3. I just wanted a little more support on the bottom portion, you know, because that's where stuff's going to sit, the weight there. I just wanted an extra little support there, so the bottom's got that. Yeah, so that's about it, guys. I stopped to I made myself a cup of coffee. It's not as warm out here as I hoped it would be today. It's really not that cold. It's just the wind. The wind has been blowing pretty hard today. If there was no wind, it'd be pretty nice. But yeah, I'm gonna tack weld these in, those pieces there, so that they're tight up against that channel. This angle here, I want to make sure they're tight. There's a gap there now. I'll push it in tight, tack weld them, and once it's tight, then I'll take my measurements for the next piece so everything fits nice and tight and there's no gaps. But yeah, so that's it for right now. I gotta get that done, and look, I look like a big old elf ears or some shit. Look like a goofy elf. I'm gonna take this off for a little while. But yeah, so I'm going to get those tacked in probably in after I have this cup of coffee, and the wife is almost done seeing her patients for the day and has asked me what I want to do for dinner, and I suggested going out for dinner. I'm craving some steak, so I think she's going to get all of her parents and find out what they want to do, and all of us will go out and have some dinner, which sounds like a good idea to me. So yeah, anyway, well, might be more later today, or if not, maybe tomorrow. Alright guys, I'm out. Remember, don't forget, rate, comment, subscribe, share the shit out of my videos. Thanks.